Are you Milan?
That's me.
The innkeeper's just... He thought... What can't we...
You'll buy something, won't you? Please. You've raised the price. Again.
I'm looking for Bolek.
Well, you found him.
The innkeeper sent me. He's just taken delivery of a...
I've never said no to a goat hand.
You must be a busy man.
No one's making for the refugee camps anymore. Not after what happened in the Dominion. Meaning, they linger here instead. What gets to me are the gangs that prey on the poor sods. Some days you can't help but wonder what the world's coming to. You know what? That wine's...
Hold on. I wonder if the innkeeper might spare a cup of that wine.
I haven't sold anything in days.
These pears are...
Please, a piece of fruit.
Do you have any fresh water?
I spoke to your friends.
That's fantastic news. It's been a while since... And the way I see it, that wine...
How so?
Well, I wouldn't be serving anything but slops without Aldrich to go and... And then there's Milan, who always sends customers my way. Those three are the backbone of Boklad. Lose any one of them, and without the market, I wouldn't have a single customer.
And more besides.
Everyone needs a shoulder to lean on. Right. I'd better prepare.
I hear you had me carrying a bottle of Gotan 66. If I'd have known, I would have sold the thing and lived like a lord. I'll settle for a cup, though, if you're in a
A Gotan 60 bloody 6. Just as well I had something special of my own, Seth. A bottle between the four of us might not be enough to drown our sorrow.
Here they are, the three pillars of Boklad. The woes of the world may be monstrous in many, but there's never a truer word spoken.
I see you've been of some assistance to Eloise.
Perhaps.
Finding someone. You see, I've been having trouble with thieves. And despite the many... I was griping about my lot to a friend of mine a few days back. Now, Joseph's a sellsword, and a good one at that.
Any idea?
The old Zemeckis... Joseph's lived a hard life. Made him grey long before his time.
I can't imagine there are too many grey-haired sellswords around. What I wouldn't give for a hot meal.
When are they gonna let us through?
What do you want?
Just information.
Now you mention it, there was...
Which way?
I buggered off down the road, I expect. No.
Run like the wind. Time to fight.
We don't want any.
Neither do I.
Well, we haven't.
Yes, we have. Those ones.
Maybe he found his thieves.
Mum won't let me near them. She said there's goblins up there.
Shush now.
I only told them what you...
I'd listen to your mother. Joseph's thieves really lug their stolen wares all the way out here. I think we found our thieves. They don't look happy to see me. Let's get this over with.
Stop!
Don't kill him, he's just protecting his home.
Joseph? So the boy was right.
I don't know you.
Your porter friend sent me to find you. She was worried you might have got yourself killed.
Have I been gone that long? Wasn't hard finding the thieves.
I take it things are more complicated than they appear.
I'd all but ruled out bandits before I even left the market. You know why that is? Because our thieves had no interest in gold or gems, or anything they couldn't eat for that matter. Add to that the rumors of goblins in the area, and the mystery practically solved itself. I soon found their cozy little homestead, and all the missing food. I launched myself at them, full of righteous fury, but their leader was the only one who moved to meet me. The others, they huddled around that. They stole because it was that or starvation.
So you spared them? And earned their trust into the bargain by the look of it.
These goblins aren't native to the area. They don't know how to survive. And once they've learned to hunt and forage, they won't be fool enough to risk their necks in Boklad.
I'm impressed.
Do me a favor. Let the porter know I'm safe. I'll head back to the market once my work here is done. Oh, and don't mention the
Your secret's safe with me.
I appreciate it.
Joseph's fine. He'll be back once he's tied up a few loose ends.
That's a weight off my shoulders.
He certainly knows his business.
A good man to have around, that Joseph. And if he says there'll be... Thank you for putting my mind at ease.
Sid, your new companion appears... Should I be worried?
You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your stolers said that Dalimil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late. They left with our food and gil.
Any idea where they went?
The desert's a big place, but the fact is...
What did you say to me? What did you say?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalimil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandit. I've tried reasoning with a dissenting part.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they will?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your...
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandits' ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you. Any more of this and I'll throw you out my... Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Victor. What's he doing here?
Sid. And Lady Jill. What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalimil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here...
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. These are cursed skies. The Dark or an entire city, for that matter.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalimil's problems.
I hope so. For...
So?
What I saw was a room full of people who were angry, but have left to smolder.
My thoughts both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how.
And if there's one thing bandits like...
What would Sid the...
Well... he'd let them choose for themselves, and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them... While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own. Before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save this...
When all that fear and anger...
It appears we have a... Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince...
As you wish.
Your faces are not well known in this town. That may prove... Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking.
Play along.
What he means to say...
Picture it, Conrad. Ah, here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself. Conrad, may I introduce you to Jane, Commander of the Red Wing.
A pleasure, my lady.
The... pleasure...
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canver to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no. that there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses? There must be 2 swords assigned. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad? Are you saying that Dalamil's finest cannot defend this town better than that a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you call the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
My shop.
If I had my pickaxe, I would...
I mean, it may still be possible to buy something. Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Underhill?
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you...
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the Blight...
Indeed, certainly. That is, the nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment, which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
All right. If it... But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not workmanlike.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Mummy, I'm scared.
Oh, I'm ruined.
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to...
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
I take it your scouts...
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. All of...
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn...
I have a favor. I'm told the bandits march in 2 groups. One from the south and one from the desert.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert.
The rest, my friend, the city shall... Mistakes, I concede, are high. But if...
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hand...
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
The women folk have come to welcome.
He's all yours.
The townspeople.
I don't hear any fighting.
That we should hurry.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Dalimil.
We all saved Dalimil.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Cid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Come now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
I'll take that as a compliment.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
Martha, it's good to see you.
And you, Clive. Jill?
Otto said you'd been attacked by a Kashik. What exactly happened here?
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, we had our first visit. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters...
What do you think, Clive?
That we join the...
I thought you'd never... Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting... Let the men know you've come to help.
We're on our way.
Do you think there were as many as Martha says?
More.
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you?
Clive,
We deal with the Akashic first.
These men don't have the look of...
If you've come to
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's...
How do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions.
Wade's men? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to fight...
Did he? Take your wounded back to the... Martha will see you're looked after. We'll join you anon.
And to think you took them for thieves.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell. The Guardians asked me to shut. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we...
Martha! The scouting party's almost at the lift. But they got a pack of Akashic snapping at their heat, and they got wounded with them!
Damn it all.
We'll worry about that.
You look after everyone here.
I will. You two be safe now.
My brothers. Mad dogs.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to But what about... I didn't ask, sir.
Sir Wade.
Lord Rosfield. If...
Martha seemed to think you might need some help, and by the looks of it...
We thought we could sneak by them, but we didn't know there would be so many.
Behind you!
Damn it! We need to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
We can certainly try. Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
Then let's do it.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't...
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames.
You've never been one to shy away from danger, Sir Wade. Like any shield worthy of the name.
I see you're all in one piece.
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down East Pool way.
A second.
Feel like finishing the job.
Always.
Jill and I will make for East. You'll need to move the injured with...
Don't you worry about that.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow.
Mad dogs.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
Just patch me up as a...
They're headed for the rest.
We'll have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be
Something's coming.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Only the first round, Sir Wade. Shall we? Do you see any more?
No.
But it won't be long before...
Then we make for Martha's what?
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Or hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wounds.
How many of your men were injured?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's number. It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard the rest.
Well, when you put it like...
My lord. Oscar? It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rosfield. I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
Murdoch? I wasn't aware the Lord Commander...
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I am Sir Rodney's nephew. Well, go on, then. It's not for me to ask him. Yes, Sir Wade. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, might you take me as your squire? I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Oscar. But I'm a shield no longer. Nor was I ever the finest. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his oaths.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing. And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an unworthy shield. Not that Sir Wade and the other Guardians are... I mean to say that, they're... It's all right. We know what you mean. There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
But a squire...
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once. And I'm certain Sir Rodney would approve.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle showed me.
I would not have it any other way. I will not let you down, Lord Rosfield. You or my uncle.
First we find Isabel.
Heard a bloke saying he saw ghosts on the far side of the...
I saw it with my own eyes. The whole of
I can't do it.
The Lord.
We received the dame's mess. There have been sightings of strange creatures.
With the blue eyes. They've taken so many.
Akashic.
Oh, and what of your mistress? Is she...
Oh, no.
Then we'll look for her there.
We could leave.
The two soldiers were carrying...
Sam, please!
Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days! What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection. And protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your sisters, your brothers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered, or...
She speaks the truth, you know. This here is all we have.
What we have left is our lives! Do you really want us to lose them as well?
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. I'll have a word with him.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly.
It was a noble effort. I thought you might still need some.
I'd like you to consider mine.
What we need to consider is where the creatures came from.
The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin air. And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the survivors. You're a pikeman, yes?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the back of them glowing things.
Leave that to us.
But my family...
It's all right. Did you see the
creatures? They came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then me.
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme. We just...
It's all right. At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be. We should head for more.
Come on.
Clive, look.
I see them. With me.
Should I prime?
Save your strength.
There are always more.
You have the towns?
Don't vacancy, there will be more.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right?
Yes, milady.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their...
Hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man who committed himself... It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. Now me, I never needed convincing. And the people I love include...
Handsome and chivalrous.
Now, if you don't mind, I have sentries to post.
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this, but it has solved one. And that's one.
Our friends seem to have things under control.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw...
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so... Here you are. Come again. I may have more for you.
How are you doing? Anything catch your eye? Always something in there.
Come on. Mistakes. surrounded. Enough of you, are there? No need to ride from here.
Another god's forsaken soul, eh? Only those who have nothing. So empty your pockets.
A deserter turned outlaw. We were more similar than he knew.
Clive. Go on, then. You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here. Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
So what do I owe the honor? What do you want? Anything else?
Did you see the pair that got pulled into